I know what you're thinking. Corey, what are you doing? Where you been? Well, I'm actually sitting here in my home in Florida. I'm wearing shorts and a t-shirt right now, and if I wanted, I could walk straight outside. I'm perfectly fine. So you can suck it.
Shorts check, t-shirt check. Outside. Your move, Corey.
Yeah. Anyway, since I haven't been, keeping up to date with Mike and Glenn and all their wacky and wild adventures, I figure I'd do my own little thing down here. And just talk about a movie that I saw recently. And that's Eraserhead. Now, if you know nothing about Eraserhead, it is a film directed by David Lynch, who is a crazy person. How crazy is he? Well, this is one of the most confusing and baffling movies I've ever seen in my entire life, and I've seen quite a few movies. And David Lynch himself admits that this is fully insane. Like, this is actually his first directorial debut, and he basically throws you into a world of confusion and dream states and illogical, I guess, visual cues that are supposed to end up equaling some kind of whole somehow. But it's actually amazing. So the funny thing about it is, you can't quite tell what's real and what's not real, and that's kind of the point. David Lynch himself will not explain anything, any kind of meaning in this at all. He says even he doesn't know what's happening. He just puts down exactly what comes to his mind and then wraps a story around it. Even the title of Eraserhead itself, it doesn't make sense. Like, there's a scene in the movie that makes you go, oh, okay, that's why it's called Eraserhead. It still doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense whatsoever. But I love it, because all the imagery adds up to a terrifying, almost nightmarish kind of conclusion that has me thinking. Like, I watched this like 2 or 3 days ago, and I'm still thinking about everything that I've seen. So the actual story itself is about a man named Henry. Yeah, Henry. And his world that is being consumed by industrialism. Like, you see his house, it's just surrounded by factories and smoke, and all the plants are dying and everything. So he has to deal with that. His wife, who is pregnant, by the way, unbeknownst to him in the beginning, and she's really distant towards him, and he has to kind of cope with having a child with this person, even though he knows he doesn't want to be with her. And it's just warping his mind. And on top of that, the baby that they have is just this gross, mutated, not even human-looking thing. And this drives Henry completely insane slowly throughout the course of the movie, up until the end, where you both kind of literally and not literally see his brain just crack open. Sounds grosser than what it really is, but it's very bizarre. Like, if you've never seen a David Lynch film, this is a good place to start. Like I said, this was my first, and I loved it. But don't go into it thinking that everything that you see is going to be explained. And even David Lynch himself will not explain it for you. So you can look into things, you can kind of do your own research, but just let the film settle in your brain for a couple days. Just think about the visuals and everything that's happening in it, and let you yourself decide how it should be and what are the answers, because there's no answers out there. You're meant to go into this not knowing exactly what's happening. So just do everything yourself. Just let it sit, let it stew, and enjoy it for the trippy, balls out weirdness that it is. And that's really all there is to it.